Hey guys, Bat067 here back from the video, and today we're here back on my Minecraft Gotham City world once again. Guys, it's been a while. I do apologize for the lack of videos, and especially the lack of Gotham City videos. However, it's just a lot of the stuff I've been working on recently is taking a lot more time than I thought it would. And yeah, I know I made a video like a month or two back saying I was back, and then now I'm not back again. But I did say in that video, however, that if I'm not making videos, it normally means, unless I say otherwise, it means that I'm working on future content. So that's what I've been doing. It's been really tough. I have all this stuff I'm jumping back and forth on, like all these different projects, and I'm trying to get stuff done. So bear with me. I know it's been hard. I've been trying to figure out content to get out to you guys. But I thought of something a little while back, and now that I have some more free time, I figured now would be a great time to get a video out to you guys. And this video is basically going to be touring my Gotham City. Now, we're not going to be going inside buildings or anything. I'm just going to be showing you guys my first, second, and third island, as well as the outsides of Blackgate and Arkham. I figured I owed you guys that much, considering how long it's been since I've actually made a proper video and everything. So yeah, anyway, I apologize for the lack of videos once again, and I've been trying to make it up to you guys. I've been trying to find stuff to put out, and I thought about it, and I was like, man, I've been doing a lot of progress on my Gotham City, mainly my first island, and I was like, it'd be really cool just to kind of show everyone what I've got done so far. And yeah, so just keep in mind, a lot of this is like works in progress. Nothing's like 100% official or anything, so things could change. But I figured I need to get something out to you guys, something you would enjoy, and I figured a whole world tour would definitely be something a lot of you guys would most likely be interested in. So here we are. So we're going to be looking at all the different islands, Blackgate and Arkham, but I'm not going to be looking inside any buildings because I don't want to spoil too much. I'm just going to be showing you guys the outsides of some buildings, some new buildings that I built, and just some future plans I have for each of my islands, and all that sort of thing. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So first thing I want to start with is that I actually have two new Wayne Towers. I got rid of the one I had over here, and I replaced it with a better one, I think. And I also have one over here. The whole reason I did this is because I had this plan done that I actually came up with when I was building the clock tower, and I decided that I wanted the clock tower in the very middle, like the heart of the first island of Old Gotham. And when I did that, I was like, oh yeah, you got Wayne Tower over here. It's a nice big powerful building. I was like, I want to have another big building like that across from it. And then I ended up coming up with the idea that, hey, what if I had like an older Wayne Tower over here, as you can see, and this one is basically just like an old one that I based off of the Court of the Owls comic book, where they had like that older looking Wayne Tower. I haven't added the different gargoyles yet, but I might actually add those because there was like I think there was like 13 different ones that he had on the building, and yeah, so it's been a while since I've read the comic, but definitely I want to add some more Easter eggs and stuff like that to it. And yeah, but that's pretty much going to be the old Wayne Tower, and it's going to be abandoned. There's not going to be anything really inside. I'm going to add some empty floors, some like desks and stuff in there, like here and there. But it's going to be an abandoned old building that they kind of just kept up just because it's a historical landmark, and basically Wayne Industries just pays for it to stay up there as a sort of like a tribute. But then, of course, over here we have the new and better Wayne Tower, and I did this because my old one that I had here, the other high-tech one that I had here previously, it didn't make sense. The fact that if you guys have seen my old Wayne Tower, you'd understand that it didn't make sense to go from that Wayne Tower over there to the one I had here previously. It makes a lot more sense, at least for this one. I think this one is definitely a huge upgrade over the previous one I had, and it's looking really good. I like the high-tech style I've got done with it and everything, and it kind of goes in a block on each each level and everything, each sort of every few blocks or whatever, and it's really cool just the way it's sort of done and everything. I really like it, so that's really awesome. I like the W. I actually changed the W on both buildings because I found a better design. I really like this one a lot more. But yeah, so like I said, this one's going to be an abandoned building that's just going to have a bunch of like empty sort of office floors and stuff like that. That way I don't have to do too much with it, and you know, I don't have to like basically build 2 Wayne Towers, and that way this one can actually have all the official Wayne Tower stuff, all the different floors and everything, and I can focus more on this one and just make the other one just kind of abandoned. And I think that'd be quite cool as well. You know, have that for future videos. You know, an abandoned Wayne Tower. I could definitely see that being incorporated in my Batman series. As regards for other stuff that I've done here, I tried to make GothCorp and City Hall taller. Now that my high-tech Wayne Tower is taller than the one I had here previously, so I tried to make the buildings around it a bit taller. So City Hall, as you can see, I made it taller, but I haven't done any of the floors yet, as you can see by the lights. There's a lack of lights near the top. And GothCorp, I believe the original height was about right here, I think, and then I expanded that up. I'm not sure about this design. I showed it to a few people. Most people actually tended to like it. I just think that the top part and the bottom part look very separate. Like, it's not that they don't, you know, both parts don't look cool, but I think when they're together, it doesn't really work. I don't know. That's just sort of my opinion. So this is probably one of those buildings that I will say for sure will be different next time you see it. I'm willing to bet on it because, you know, I'm having mixed feelings about it, so that normally means it's ready to have a change. You know, because like with my Wayne Tower here, originally I tried to just upgrade the one I had here previously, and it didn't work. And that's what I tried to do with GothCorp here, and this also didn't work. I found with my Wayne Tower it was better just to scrap the whole thing and restart. So that's what I may do with GothCorp. I wasn't a big fan of my GothCorp anyway, so it's not like it's a big deal. I'll probably just, if anything, I'll be making it better. So that's good. And yeah, that's what I've been doing with a lot of buildings here on my first island. I've been trying to make them better. And yeah, lots of upgrades. Okay, so we're gonna come over here. You've already seen this Wayne Tower, but there's a couple more buildings around here. I have a cathedral. The cathedral here is looking pretty nice. I do wish it was a bit taller, but besides that, it's looking pretty good. No inside, and that's something you're going to see with a lot of the new buildings I have, and that's also why there's no new Gotham City videos. I've gotten to this bad habit of doing the outsides of buildings. Then when I get to the inside, I do like a little bit, and then I'm like, you know what? I don't really know what I want to do for this yet. I'll come back to it, and then I don't. So that's one of the big reasons as well that I haven't been uploading, is because for my Gotham City, I have all these new buildings, but I don't have any of them done. And it sucks, and I can't just go and do it inside. I have to go and be happy with it. So I've been trying to plan things out. And then, of course, my Batman series, I've talked about this before. You know, it's hard getting people for, you know, recording and stuff like that, and that's tough. And then the adventures, I'm still planning out the story for that. I'm changing that up a bit. So like I said, it's been tough recording, but I'm working on a bunch of stuff behind the scenes that you guys aren't even seeing, so just keep that in mind if I'm not uploading. I'm probably working on stuff, unless I say otherwise in the video. Anyway, here's the graveyard next to the cathedral. It's looking pretty good. It looked better than I thought it would, because I had a graveyard next to my old cathedral, which I hated, over on my second island, and the graveyard didn't look good because I had it like fenced off, but now that it actually kind of like, it looks like, it's not fenced off, it's kind of like, it's the same sort of land area as the cathedral. It kind of like it's combined together, and I like that a lot better. However, if I'm going to keep the graveyard, I'm probably going to actually make the graves a lot more random and a lot more messy. These are obviously just like little placements here, and you can see I've been playing around with like headstone designs and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to do is I'm just, you know, playing around with a few different designs. But if I'm going to be doing a graveyard here, I'm going to make the graves a lot more messier, and they're going to be less organized. They're not going to be in rows like this. It's going to be a lot messier because it is Gotham, of course. Okay, moving over here, I actually have the Monarch Theater. I decided to move this over from my third island. Now, my third island one, we're going to go over there and see it because I haven't taken it down yet. It's not amazing. I was actually going to remodel it to make it look like this, and I was like, you know what? Monarch Theater's an older building. It would work way better in older Gotham. So that's what I basically did. I put it in old Gotham. And the buildings around it here, around Crime Alley, I did it based off of the, sort of off of the Justice League episode. I did a better job, I think. I have an animated series style world, which I've never shown. Maybe I will one day, but I just, you know, I had this time where I just tried to build a bunch of different animated series buildings, and I actually used that Monarch Theater on that world for my Batman series. And if you pay attention to the alleyway and everything, a lot of it's very similar to the Justice League episode for The Man Who Has Everything, where you see Bruce's origin played back again due to the Black Mercy, but Bruce sees it differently, where his father is actually overpowering Joe Chill. So what I did is I tried to base my sort of my monarch theory and everything off of that. Of course, I did some changes. It's not exact or anything. On that world, it's a lot closer to it, and on this one, I'm trying to make it not completely exact, but still like it kind of nods to the episode and just his origin in general in the animated series. So that's pretty cool. I do have a problem with these buildings though, to the fact that like a lot of these other buildings look very like a lot more detailed, and then these ones don't seem as detailed to me. So these might be changed by the time another video comes out. So keep that in mind. This is like the animated series is a lot different. Like they have a different style. There's parts where the buildings aren't as detailed because they can't over detail every single building, because then it's really tough. So some of the buildings don't have as much texture to them. So building like that is a lot different than my normal building style, like my normal really like I guess detailed building style, like my old Gothic looking buildings. It's a lot different. So I don't think these really match the island too well. So these might be different. Just keep that in mind. So a lot of this stuff I'm talking about right now could change. So yeah, here's the lamppost here, and I really like this because here's the monorail track that I added, and it's really cool because you can see it from Crime Alley. So it kind of reminds me of The Dark Knight Returns, where like you can see the train passing in the background when Bruce comes to visit Crime Alley. I really like that. And then the mutants come up and they're like, oh yeah, and they try to basically attack him, and Bruce is like, oh yeah, come on, fight me, do it. And then they're like, no, we can't do it, he's too into it. So if that's helps you remember the scene, yeah, it's that one. And then it shows a train passing by. So I thought it'd be cool to have the monorail here as sort of like a reference to that. So like it's you can see the monorail in the background of one of the exits of Crime Alley. So there you go. Last thing we're going to look at on this island that's really new. I know this doesn't seem like a lot, but this took me quite a while to do all of this, so just keep that in mind. Especially the monorail. I had to wrap this around the whole island. I had to make sure all the dimensions were correct. But yeah, so the monorail, I actually made a monorail station. Nothing's inside it so far. I have an elevator and this really crappy area up here that I made. I tried to make it so that like you can have a gate here and then you got to pay to get in to ride the monorail. But I don't like how I executed it at all. Like it was a cool idea, but just I don't like how I did it. So that's probably going to be changed for sure by the time this video comes out. And yeah, the monorail looks really nice. It wraps around the entire island, and I believe that is everything. Oh, I also added this random building here to sort of finish off this area with the clock tower. So if anyone wanted to know about that, yeah, I added that. I added that random building, so that's pretty cool, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much all the stuff I've been working on recently. A lot of the other stuff I've just been planning out or trying to record for my Batman series and stuff like that, and a couple other projects I've been working on. As well, I added 2 more bridges right here. I'm expanding out my second island. As you can see, that's going pretty good. And I'm going to add a bunch of stuff over here. I'm planning on adding Chinatown. I'm planning on adding, what else? I want to have more factories around here, like more factories and like warehouses and stuff. And I'm going to be updating my docks as well, which is going to be quite cool. So the docks will be a lot better than the one that was there before. I also got rid of my amusement mile, so I have to go and find a good place to put that. That seemed really random where I had it, just like right near the docks. It seemed really weird, so I got rid of that. And yeah, I'm going to be improving this docks area for sure. I'm going to make that a lot better. And yeah, oh, as well, I forgot to mention the Statue of Justice. I moved that. It used to be between these 2 bridges because, of course, the island used to only go out as far as the hospital, which you can see by the mountain design here on the edge of the island. But then I expanded it out. So pretty much the Statue of Justice was right here, and basically this was right in the middle of and in between the 2 islands. So it was right in the middle of each island, and it was in between the 2 of them. And then once I expanded it out, I said, you know what, I'll do the same thing again. So I'll have 2 bridges over here, just like the 2 on this side, and I'll put the Statue of Justice in the middle. I debated on keeping it there and just putting a bridge right here, but I thought it'd look uneven and really weird. It just bugged me, so I decided not to do that. But yeah, I rebuilt my Statue of Justice. A lot more detail to it. A lot more just... It's a lot bigger as well. And I think it honestly looks a lot better. So yeah, Statue of Justice right there. That's really cool. And yeah. Okay. So what else? I think I haven't built any buildings over here on my second island. A lot of the focus has been trying to get my first island done. I do want to move my Royal Hotel. That was one thing I forgot to mention. My Royal Hotel will be moved to my first island. I know you guys have been waiting for that video forever, but honestly I'm not happy with it, so I'm going to move it. I think it'd be more of an old Gotham building rather than, you know, be put around all these like clubs and you know, and warehouses and factories. I think it'd work better in old Gotham personally, so I'm gonna move it over there. But I will show you what I had in the inside. This is like one of the only buildings I'm gonna go in the inside because, well, I'm getting rid of it. So any buildings I plan on getting rid of, I will show you the insides here today, but that's about it. Anything I don't want to spoil for you, I won't. So this is the different floors that I had here for the tower. I kind of skipped the main lobby area now that I realize it. It's just I'm so used to just kind of coming up here. So I'm going to show you one of the floors. This is pretty much what it is. Pretty basic, nothing too fancy. Got like a fancy little bed right here. I didn't have enough room for a bathroom. One of the reasons I didn't like this as well. I was like, man, where are they going to go use the bathroom? I had people question that a lot. I don't put bathrooms in many of my buildings. But I'm trying, guys. I really am. I'm trying to remember to put bathrooms in. I'll have to go back on all my buildings and add them, I guess. But yeah, for hotel rooms, I specifically wanted bathrooms and couldn't fit them. So that's one of the reasons I'm moving it. Here's the main lobby area. That's pretty cool. We got like a little like waiting area here. That's pretty awesome. Or like a lounge area almost. I don't really know. Like, I guess you could be waiting here while they get your room ready or something like that. Fountain in the middle, reception area here. I have like a ballroom on the other side. That's pretty cool. But once again, could be better. I think I could do a lot better. My building style has improved, and it continues to improve, so I think I could do a lot better with it. But yeah, so that I just basically showed you the lobby and an example of one of the floors. I have a couple of floors done on one of the towers, but that's about it. I got partway through it and I was like, you know what, I'm not happy with this, so I'm planning on moving it. Here's the underground parking garage once again. Cool, but could be better. So next time you see the Royal Hotel, it won't be here. You know, it'll probably be in construction, or maybe the outside will be done on my first island. I can't guarantee that, you know, the inside will be done, but most likely either the outside will be almost done or done the next time you see the Royal Hotel, and it won't be here anymore, so that's good. I'll probably put something better here, something better suited. It also seemed weird because like you have all these clubs that aren't very like tall buildings, and then you have this like this huge building. It doesn't make sense. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna fix that and make a building that seems more suited for the area. But yeah, so that's second island. That's really all I wanted to talk about here. Yeah, so basically I'm just going to be expanding this one out. It's going to be the same size as my first one. And as you can see over here, I'm trying to make sure none of this land here connects to the island, so I have to blow it all up and flatten it out and cover it with water. That's gonna be fun. So yeah, okay, let's go over to Blackgate, I guess. Blackgate, I've got part of the inside done, but nothing's 100% done yet. Here's the outside though. It's pretty cool. I based it off of a couple of photos I found online, and I was like, oh, this looks pretty cool. So here's Blackgate, looking pretty nice. I'll just give you guys a couple angles here. I'm not going to talk too much about it. I don't want to really spoil too much. As you can see, I'm still like, you know, I jump from project to project, so like there's some stuff here that isn't 100% done. But I'm, you know, I have the inside, at least the cells close to done. That's looking pretty good. And yeah, so hopefully you guys will see that video. I wouldn't say like really soon, but hopefully you'll see it like, you know, eventually, like pretty soon once I get everything straightened out over here. I want to make the land it's on, like the island it's on, a little bit bigger, and I got to figure out a way to make the bridge look better. It just looks way too like easily accessible. Like it's supposed to be a big you know, it's a big prison. It's not supposed to be like just anyone can just drive there. You got to, you know, you got to have security there and everything. I got to add all that stuff, but I also got to add like a more of I don't know, it can't just look like a main road. It has to look different. It has to look like a special type of bridge or something leading over to it. So I'm going to have to figure that out. But yeah. Also, you'll notice as we move over here, the bridge to my third island has been destroyed. Where did it go? What's going on? Well, the thing is, guys, I actually decided that now that I'm expanding my first and second island, I'm practically I'm doubling each island. I figured I really don't need a third island anymore. Like originally I had Chinatown here, I had like a fire station, I had a really crappy bank. I'm glad that's gone. That was a dark time. But yeah, like I had these, you know, all these stuff over here, and it was okay. This was never my favorite island, even when I first started it. the stuff that I did here, I was never 100% happy with it. I always liked my first island better. Then I started working on my second island, and I liked that better. And then I went back to my first island, and when I started doing like all the upgrades to all the buildings, like I started remodeling all the old buildings. Then I liked my first island better again. But like my third island was never my favorite at any point in time, and I kind of figured, you know what, this is a bit of a sign. I should probably just get rid of it, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So pretty much, I have a couple of buildings here left because I wanted to keep reminders for myself of a couple things. So I'll show you what I have left. I've told you what I had here. I didn't really have that much. I just had like a fire station, Chinatown, a bank, and that's about it besides the buildings that are shown here. I didn't work on this island too much. So yeah, pretty much I'm just going to be adding all the stuff that I had here on the other islands, but just make them look better. So that's pretty much the reason why. If I do make a third island, I will say right now it's probably going to be a residential area. But I think this was a really bad spot for it. Like the other two, the other two islands connect so well, just the way they look. They have all these bridges connecting. It looks really nice. But this island was never in a good spot because, of course, my world cut off before I expanded it out. So I had to kind of make it off in the corner. And this island was just, it was never it was never the best one, I guess. The placement was bad. The buildings were like okay. It was never my favorite. So I'm gonna do a better job with all the different buildings. And if I do make a third island, I'll find a better spot for it, and I'll probably make it like residential because I do need a residential area. And I don't know if I have room for it. So here's the inside. Nothing really that good, actually. It's nothing fancy. I did have this cool idea up here, though. I don't know if I did this in previous Monarch theaters, but I had an area up here where there's supposed to be a camera on top of this, but I broke it one time to get in to the room because I was too lazy to go up the ladder. But it's like an area up here where they store all the films and stuff, and there's the camera and everything. I did have this cool thing. I believe it's that lever. Yeah, it's always the middle lever. But yeah, I had redstone. For some reason, some of it's broken now, but I had redstone which would shut off the lights when the movie started, so that's kind of cool, I guess. I like that. Big movie screen, just like seats here. Like, guys, you can see right here the dispensers for the popcorn machines. Like, this was not my best work, I will admit that. So I think I could do a lot better. All my Monarch theaters look like this giant screen and a couple seats. If I do, make a theater inside for my Monarch theater, because I don't have a lot of room right now for my new one on the inside, but if I do make a theater part to it, it's going to be a lot better than this. I do promise that. One thing I liked about this, though, was the way you get into Crime Alley, the way you walk up the steps and everything. It reminded me of Arkham City with Selena Kyle, where you could basically you could choose whether peace out and leave Batman to die. We all know we just pieced out, at least once, just to see what would happen. And of course, the game rewinds and stuff, which is all good because I just didn't want the game. I thought the game ended there. I was like, crap, I made a bad decision, but it rewinded, so that's good. But yeah, the way she walks up the stairs and stuff and just kind of leaves, that's kind of how I based this, and I think it looks really cool. Can't do that with my new one, though, since it's across the street like the animated series one, but still. If there's one thing I could put into my new Monarch theater, it would be this. However, I can't. But maybe I can try and fit it somewhere. Who knows? I don't know though. I don't think it'd really match my new one. But yeah, so you got the lamp post here, whatever. You've got the flowers here and a little bit of blood splatter still here in the pavement. Apparently, it's kind of dark thinking about it. The fact that I put that there, that's quite dark. Right here. This is Leslie Tompkins' clinic, poorly done, I would say so. Not much really detail, just like it just kind of looks run down. I also this is before the stained glass, so all the glass just kind of bugs me too, and I really don't want to replace any of it, so I'm just gonna. That was another reason. A lot of the other buildings on my first island, I was willing to replace all the glass and stuff because I was remodeling the buildings. These like I said, this island was never my favorite. So since when I decided I didn't want this island anymore, I wasn't going to replace all the glass. Heck no, I'm just going to blow it up. But yeah, you can tell this is quite an old building. Then you've got a bedroom here for Dr. Leslie Tompkins. And yeah, I do like the fire escapes on the building. I'm probably going to do that in my own Crime Alley, my new one anyway, over on my first island. And yeah. I don't know why I said my own. They're both mine, but yeah. Anyway, so I'm probably going to be doing this sort of fire escape thing again over on my other one. and pretty much that's the reason I kept this building here, was to remind me to add fire escapes. So that's why some of these buildings are here, just like little reminders. This is a reminder for me to make Jack Ryder's apartment, because this is his apartment here. I don't know why I made Jack Ryder's apartment, but anyway, here's his creeper outfit. There's like his red boa, and there's his actual outfit. Then there's, he just has a bunch of tuxedos in here because he's a reporter and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I don't know why I made his apartment first. A lot of people wanted me to make like Catwoman's or Nightwing's. No, I made Jack Ryder just to be different, I guess. I don't know. It's not too bad. I like it. I mean, it's a decent apartment. I will be doing a better one, and I will be doing it on my first island probably. I have a lot of like random like miscellaneous buildings that are all empty, so I can probably add his apartment in one of those. Then there's just stairs going down to nowhere. I figured I had to give him a way out of his apartment because there was no exit. So yeah, that would have been bad. Anyway, so yeah, Jack Ryder's apartment there. That was pretty cool. And this is like my favorite part of this island. The only reason I was debating on keeping this island was this. This is Nightwing's loft from the animated series. Freaking love this thing. I spent multiple hours just watching the episode over and over, and pausing and getting a bunch of screenshots of his loft. I watched a couple different episodes that showed his loft and everything, and yeah, I tried to build it the best I could, and made it accurate to the animated series, and I think I did a pretty good job. I really like this. This is going to be moved over to my second island. The reason I kept this here is so that I can build it pretty much block for block and then move it over to my second island. I'm going to have this sort of this area right here, in front of me. I'm going to have all that there over on my second island too, which is going to be really cool. So yeah, inside I didn't really know what to put here because they didn't show much down here. So I was planning on putting some stuff down here, but I never really did after. But I will when I build it on my second island. I figured this building would fit on my second island with all the warehouses and stuff. But yeah, so here's his suit. It's behind like a dragon painting. I figured, this kind of looks like a dragon. It doesn't. It was just the closest thing I could find. But yeah, here's his Nightwing suit here. Behind this, here's his motorcycle with like the secret exit. That was in the episode, as well as the suit. I believe even this post was here, so that's quite cool. There was a table here with a bunch of like stuff on, different trinkets and stuff like that. But he did have a box here. Oh, I actually put stuff in here. Good. Right here, there was a box here, and it had a picture of Dick and Barbara from college, and I had that there. I also added my own sort of ideas. I added his old Robin suit. You'll notice I didn't add the mask or anything like that because he actually ripped the mask off and threw it down on the rooftop when he left. So I didn't add the mask here, but I added the rest of the suit, and I have some wingdings in here as well, just for fun. So that's pretty cool. I have his bed here. That wasn't in the episode. I just added it. He has a little plant here. That's pretty cool. Staircase going down. Some of the stuff I kind of had to make up, but a lot of it is relatively. It's pretty close to how it was in the animated series. Also, I'll show you the motorcycle path, the secret exit. It's quite cool, I gotta say. So it loops around this way, goes down, and comes out right here into one of these sort of like sewer pipes right here, which is quite cool. And then this is supposed to be closed off, but I opened it because I was flying in and out a couple times. And yeah, here we go. That's that's Nightwing's motorcycle entrance / exit. Don't ask me how he gets all the way back up here again, because I don't know. But we're just gonna assume that he finds a way to get back up there. But yeah, I believe that's it for the third island. This is pretty much all the third island is now. It's just kind of like the remains, the stuff that I wanted to keep to remind myself of a couple things. So say goodbye to third island, guys. It's not going to be around much longer, I don't think. And yeah, it's sad. I probably will be making another third island eventually. But right now I'm focusing all my efforts on my first and second island, especially my first. I'm trying to get that done so I can go over to my second island. And yeah, honestly, like I said, third island was never my favorite. I think it was just time to get rid of it and do a better job. And hopefully I'll find a good spot for it. And maybe I'll make it like a residential area. So that'll be pretty cool. If not, I'll try to find room for a residential area somewhere on my first or second island. And maybe I just won't have a third island because, like I said, if it's going to be anywhere, it's going to be a little bit out of the way. So, alright, we're going to go to Arkham now, and then we're done for today's video. So, I actually made 2 bridges here because I didn't want anyone to see Arkham when I was like doing videos over here. Like if I did a video of my Wayne Tower, I didn't want anyone to be able to look over and see Arkham. You can see it now because it's kind of loaded in, but like even then you can only just barely see it. So I tried to make sure it wasn't too visible, and I want to make sure as well it wasn't too close to the actual island. I made that mistake when I built my first Arkham over where Blackgate is now, and I made it too close, and then I moved Blackgate out further, but then I realized I should have moved it out even further. I still didn't make it out far enough, so when I built my new Arkham, I wanted to make sure it was out a good distance, but it wasn't too far. So I did a double bridge right here, which is quite cool. First time I've ever done that. That was really awesome. And this is Arkham. You guys have probably seen this if you watched The Hunt for Vengeance. This shouldn't be anything new if you've seen that. But yeah, so here is Arkham, looking pretty good. I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything. You got some roads wrapping around here though. That's pretty good. There's a room that's not done. There you go. There's a little sneak peek on the inside. Did I see a little bit of wood on the floor? Yeah, maybe you did. Maybe you didn't. Who knows? But yeah, so there you go. There's the truck still here. The prisoner transport truck is still here from Hunt for Vengeance. Gotham Bat made that. I thought I'd keep it there as a little Easter egg. I'll probably just leave that there. I don't know if Gotham Bat's cool with it, of course. I'll probably just leave it there, just as a little bit of an Easter egg to the short movie that took quite a long time to do. So yeah, that's the outside of Arkham right there. Like I said, with a lot of these buildings, things could change. I've been playing around with that clock on the front there, so that could change by the time the actual video for Arkham Asylum comes out, which I actually don't know when that's going to come out, guys. I have no idea. Like I said, I've been jumping from project to project here, so who knows, honestly. I can't give you an official date at all. I'm sorry, it's just like I don't want to promise anything and then not be able to deliver, so I just kind of keep my mouth shut, and whenever it's out, it's out. So guys, that was a tour of my entire Gotham City. I didn't want to spoil too much. In fact, I was debating on whether I should include Arkham or Blackgate in this tour, but I decided to keep them because I thought it would be cool just to kind of show you guys what I've got done so far, get your guys' opinion on stuff. And yeah, so what you've seen here today, if you guys have any suggestions, anything like that, stuff you want to see, for future videos, stuff like that, even just stuff that I can get out to you guys while I'm trying to get all the rest of my stuff done, leave that sort of stuff in the comment section below. New buildings I can do. I'm just going to let you guys keep in mind here, Second Island is very industrial, factories, warehouses, stuff like that, clubs. That's what a lot of this is. And my first island is Old Gotham and has a range of different buildings, but a lot of it is very old Gothic buildings. So with that, with that being in mind, if you guys have any suggestions for either of my islands, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. I do have buildings planned that are not here currently. Like I plan on adding like Jezebel Plaza. I plan on adding a few more banks. I'm trying to think. I have a whole list, and right now a lot of it escapes me. But yeah, I have lots more stuff planned. It's just, obviously I don't have everything shown here today, but even if you suggest something that I already have, at least I know you guys want to see it, so that's good. So leave suggestions down below. Leave suggestions, buildings you want to see, content you want to see on the channel. I can do tutorials for stuff. I was debating on whether to do tutorials for like my secret clock entrance, or like my bookcase entrance, or my fireplace entrance in my Wayne Manor, or even like tutorials on like my different Batmobiles in there, my Batcave, stuff like that. Any of that stuff you guys want to see, let me know. It's just like nothing too crazy, because all my other stuff takes time. So if you ask for a complete tutorial on how to build my Batcave, that takes time, so that would not be something I would be able to do at this time, just because I have so much stuff going on. It could happen in the future, but not anytime soon. I apologize. So just small stuff, little stuff I can get out to you guys that would keep you guys entertained. Let me know. Anyway, I'm rambling. I apologize. I just want to make sure you guys have content, and I want you guys to have a say in this. So there you go. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like down below and subscribe if you haven't. That would definitely help me out, show you guys you like the channel, and I definitely appreciate it a lot. And it would keep you up to date on all of my my current videos. I'm hoping to have more videos out now. I'm hoping to actually be back quite soon and get stuff out to you guys. That's exciting. So yeah. Anyway, guys, once again, I apologize for the lack of videos. Just know I am working on stuff. I'm getting stuff out to you guys. And there will be stuff very soon. Anyway, guys, I'm Bat67. Hope you guys all enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys all later. Peace out.